This is an AR-15.
Oh my god.
And this is CK with Roughhouse Sports and Cooking. And today we're going to talk about roasting a pig the Tongan style. At our Roughhouse Sports and Cooking's annual September to Remember outdoor event, we got back to our Roughhouse cooking roots. The Roughhouse crew was lucky enough to spend a weekend in an undisclosed location, camping, hunting, hiking, swimming, fishing, and cooking. We cooked a pig with a Tongan method called an umu. Think of the umu as a kamado or ceramic style of cooking with a little bit of the meat smoking ability. It is worth mentioning that this was a beautiful area. That said, I'm not sure if I can show footage of the pig getting gutted or its skin being cooked off. I had learned that you take a pig and dunk it in boiling water and the hair and outer layer of skin falls off. And that is that. So from there, I'm going to start talking about the umu and the process to go about making one. The first step is to dig a hole, relatively flat, big enough for your pig. FYI, when your Tongan friend says, "I got it," let him do it. Don't argue. The next step is you gotta get a lot of rocks. Traditionally, lava rocks work, but we found that Patterson River rocks work just as well. Next, you need wood. And when I say wood, I mean trees. Lots and lots of trees, or lots and lots and lots of wood. Again, when your Tongan friend says, "I got it," don't argue, just let him do it. Now, there's the regular way of cutting down wood, and then there's the Roughhouse Sports and Cooking way of cutting down wood, or blowing up wood. Again, that's our stick of dynamite. That's our impromptu wick. Let's see how this goes. Then you're going to cover up all the wood you have with all the rocks you have. Each rock is going to get to about 300 to 400 degrees and is going to act like its own oven. To light it, you're going to light the stick in the middle and the fire should burn down. Another FYI, I have been told to use any means necessary to start the fire. Now we simply wait and let the wood burn and the rocks get really, really hot. I'm not joking. The rocks will get so hot they will split and crack in half. I also wanted to mention that one of our guys made a huge jar of pickled red onions, garlic, and jalapenos, and it was so good. Really helped to make the weekend. I can't find any footage of it, but I want to do a pickled segment later on. So for our sides, we're going to cut up some taro. Now, if you don't know what taro is, think of it as a Polynesian potato. Now at this point, we are going to start preparing the pig. If you notice, the pig is in chicken wire, and that helps to keep it formed and compressed while it's being cooked. The next process is actually utilizing the rock's heat and putting it inside the pig.
Oh my gosh, that's freaking awesome!
If you don't mind, JD, grab the chicken wire, start closing on the end.
You want just one side or both?
One side.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you hold that.
Yeah. That's tight.
From here on out, I want you to notice the layer of things we add to the pit of heated rocks. I believe this is banana stock, and we put the banana stock down as kind of a base, kind of a buffer between the actual rocks. We're going to add the taro and the other sides right next to the pig, and add a layer on top of the pig. Now watch, we're going to utilize a natural moisture inside the greens to help steam and cook the pig.
Grab the palm leaves. rest of them?
I do want to point out, we're not adding salt, we're not adding garlic, we're not adding onions or ketchup or barbecue sauce. What you see is what you get. This is all that's going into the pig. Well, going in to cook the pig is what I mean. Now we're going to put soaking wet burlap bags over the palms. And that's going to also help to keep the heat in and the moisture in cooking the pig. Burlap bags are a commodity in Tonga. Just for this reason, we found out. I'm going to be quiet here, so just listen. Listen to what the heat's doing.
Over the edge.
Now that they've all been placed, we're going to add one more layer before we have the final layer of sand.
Right there.
Tarp, interesting.
The tarp's going to help keep the heat in and the sand and dirt out. We're going to cover the whole thing so no heat and no smoke escape. And now it's time for our beer of the week, Coors Banquet. It's great for shooting at with your friends. Ooh. And now, back to the meat. So we remove the steaming piles of burlap and reveal the treasure inside.
So when you peel,
Note the steam coming out and note the color of the palms.
see how our pig came out? God, dude.
Smell that, ladies and gentlemen.
Cracked and all. Yeah.
The rocks on the inside are still very, very hot, and that's what's cooked the pig on the inside. Whereas the outside had that kind of convection style heat circulation. One more thing I learned, don't waste anything.
So that's right there, that's the heart?
This is the liver, actually.
Oh, that's the liver.
Yeah, it's a big liver. I don't know what they did to these pigs, but it seems like this one's an alcoholic.
Wow. And that's the heart right there?
That's the heart right there.
And that is the most roughhouse cooking you can do. Until next time, don't drop your lighters.
Run! I dropped your lighter! You dropped the lighter!
And I put a dynamite at midnight.